Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy. In today's video, we're gonna talk about why I no longer have my mini Lindy. I recently posted my entire handbag collection from Hermes, and you were curious why I no longer have it, what happened to it, is there a deeper story to it? So we're gonna answer all of those questions today. Fun fact, when I filmed my collection video, I did still have my mini Lindy. I even filmed the whole try on because that's what I like to do. I like to be super comprehensive. So not only do I show you which bags I have, I also kind of model it for you. So I fortunately have some footages of me trying on my bag in the video that I was gonna post as my entire collection. But shortly after filming that video, I rehomed the bag. It's not a secret that I definitely have preferences for certain colors and also dislikes for other colors. When I first started buying Hermes bags, I definitely knew I wanted to get mostly neutrals. So neutrals are black, white, grays, and even the color gold I was not initially crazy about because I tend to stay away from camel colors and taupe colors. It just really depends on the shade. As you can see, my skin tone is definitely fair, but it's fair in a different way. I think I do have more of an olive undertone, so definitely kind of neutral, but leaning, it's very strange. It's kind of leaning a bit cool, but also olive at the same time. I obviously have a lot of friends that are also my ethnicity and their skin tone's completely different from mine. A lot of them are a lot rosier. My skin tone is just very particular where a lot of beige colors or even a lot of camel colors, taupe colors just don't really go well with me. And a taupe is one of those colors that I really had a hard time. I had already a lot of black bags. At the time I had a Birkin in black, I had a Picotin 18 in black, the Della Cavalleria in gold, and a Kelly in black, I think. I think that was the order. Following the Kelly, I was offered the mini Lindy. And that was when I tried to not duplicate black again. And I guess I didn't want gold, so I asked for a taupe, and it did actually look nice. The bag is really attractive on its own. It photographs really well on its own. It's a great neutral for most people, but for some reason, whenever I were to dress up and I were to grab a bag, I had to really dress for the bag because the tone was too close or too muddy for my skin tone. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way about that color. Obviously, there's a lot of people that loves the color a taupe, but there's also a lot of people that are very kind of, they're not sure. And I fall into that category. And so the only time I was able to brighten the bag is when I had a little bit more contrast colors. I think also because of where I live, 9 months out of the year, it's kind of on the colder side. And so when the bag is already a bit muddy and then I dress a bit darker, it just didn't look great. Basically, it was very hard for me to style this bag. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm gonna show you some examples which I already talked about in my members live. In one of my members live stream, I was telling the story of why I had a love-hate relationship with my mini Lindy, specifically because of the color. And within that same live stream, my bag was sold, and it was great because I rehomed it to a local subscriber who also happened to live in Vancouver, so the exchange was local in person, so it worked out great for the both of us. But in the video, so in the live stream, I was trying to explain how I was having such trouble with the bag because I had a hard time styling it. Because these colors that are kind of mid-tones, they're great neutrals. They look otherwise really great on a skin tone that is not so close to the fabric, like to the color of these fabric. And unfortunately, even though I love camel colors and I love taupes, they're not the greatest on me, especially if I don't have any makeup on. When I have a bit more contrast, a bit of blush, eyelashes, it can look okay. Such as today, I did put on some makeup, but you can see that, you know, in contrast to wearing a little bit brighter color, a little bit darker, like black or white, something like this, like medium camel-ish, it drags my face down. It drags my skin tone down. Today, I look definitely okay, presentable, because I do have a little bit of product on my face. But on my day-to-day basis, I don't really wear makeup. More examples, such as, unfortunately, these ready-to-wear pieces that I bought in one season. I think it was the same shopping trip. I bought this top. You see how this beautiful kind of taupe color just drags my face down a little bit? It just doesn't do my complexion justice as wearing something a lot more contrasting to my skin tone. So the mini Lindy was in that sort of range of color. It was this kind of taupe color, right? So you see how this is another piece of ready to wear. I bought it on the same trip, on the same shopping trip as that other top. I love looking at this fabric. I love looking at this color, but every time I go to wear something neutral like this, kind of the mid-tones, it just doesn't work. So here's another example. This one is not so bad, but it's still not my main color. I think I need a brighter lipstick. I know a lot of you are probably curious as to whether there's anything inherently wrong with the style of bag, whether I would repurchase it again. I would say it's a 50-50 for me. I'm trying to recall all the order in which I got them, because for sure I got this. Yes, I'm right. I think I'm right. So for sure I got the mini Lindy, and then I think the same year, so in 2023, I got the Chanel 22 mini size, because I use the Chanel 22 so much, especially the mini size is my favorite size, and I own 2 of these. I don't see a need to rebuy the mini Lindy. They are very similar in the way that I use the bag. So the mini Lindy for me, for sure, when I decided to add it in my collection, I wanted it to be more of an everyday bag, because the style itself is already very casual. Again, maybe it'll depend on the leather, because Clémence, Tourbillon Clémence in Etude does lean a little bit more muddy, and if you have the skin tone to support it, then it's great, because it's such a great neutral. It never gets dirty, so hard wearing. The bag is super cute, really easy to get in and out. There is also a difference between the version that I had, which was the first version of the mini Lindy, versus the current version of the mini Lindy. The newer version has a shorter crossbody strap, and the dimensions of the bag are also slightly different. Some people prefer the newer version, some people prefer the older version. A lot of people are looking to buy the older version because they prefer the longer strap. For me, I could go either way. I really don't mind a shorter strap anyway if I were to repurchase it. So it's one of those things that for me, it's definitely a 50-50 whether I would rebuy that bag. Purely if it came in a color combo that I can't resist, and maybe I'll buy it. And especially if I can buy it, say, in Paris, then it will definitely help, because the retail price has definitely gone up a lot since. So yeah, nothing wrong with the bag, but I definitely am happy with my decision to let it go, at least for in my collection. If you still have any questions about the mini Lindy, let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to answer it. Thanks for joining me on today's video. If you're new to my channel again, I hope you subscribe. That would mean the world to me, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!